everyone. This is Doug Davis, broker in charge at Crombie Realty, and here with another Ask Doug. And again, if you're liking these, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I'm here today with Julie, who had a recent closing and had to know everything about real property tax rates. It seems like every year the tax office changes how they charge, what the exemptions are, what the dollar per thousand tax rate is. They went from having a rate on the improvements versus a different rate on the land, and now it's combined. So you really have to keep up with it every year to see what change they've done for the following year. So here we go with Julie. She's gonna give us a little rundown on how they do it today.
Right, hello. Yeah, so for starting the 2024-2025 tax season year, they now do it. It's if your home is has a tax assessment, the total up to $1 million, it's $4 per 1,000. And it's over $1 million, then it's $11.40 per 1,000. However, say your home is $2 million, you don't get the 11.4 per 1,000 on the entire thing. So your first 1 million is calculated at the $4 per 1,000, and then 1 million and $1 and up, it's calculated at the $11.40 per 1,000. Because I had to figure that calculation out for a client.
So it would be different for a homeowner versus
correct.
someone.
So if this is your primary residence, then you take your total tax assessment, and if you're under the age of 65, you subtract 120,000 from that total tax assessment, and your tax is based on that number. And then if you're over 65, you can subtract 160,000 off of your total tax assessment value. And that's how you would calculate.
So those exemptions are based on age.
Correct.
And they used to be 80,000 for the longest time, and then they've crept up, and they had 3 tiers at one time, and now it's just a single, well, the 2-tier rate that they have right now.
Exactly. And there's a couple exceptions. So if it has to be your primary residence, so you have to be living in the home at least 270 days a year in Hawaii. There are a couple exceptions to that. So if you're have to move to a long-term care facility, you still can collect that exemption off your property tax, not collect, calculate it. And if you're renovating a home, so you need temporary residence, you can still get your tax exemption. And same thing if your home was damaged in a fire and you need a temporary residence, you can still get that tax exemption.
Which is very helpful because it may take years to get your permit.
Exactly. That's a whole other Ask Doug. Exactly.
Okay, well, hope that clears it up for everyone. It's actually much simpler. The double rate land and improvement calculation was changing constantly, so we'd always had to search for what that rate is. Of course, when you go to escrow and they have to prorate your real property tax bill, they're up on all the rates, and we can always ask our favorite escrow people what the current rate is as well.
Exactly. So yeah, this is what it is for this next year. Maybe in a year we will do another video because it'll be a different rate. But yeah, $4 for the first million per 1,000 and $11.40 per 1,000 after $1 million.
So there you have it. Hope that clears it up. And thanks so much for listening. And if you have any real estate needs, buying, selling, or property management, love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe. All right, until next week, thanks so much.